So sometimes it's good to wind down and talk about things that are less serious for a change. It's got nothing to do with the fact that it's a slow news day, and I really don't want to talk about the main story of the day, that another $40 billion is about to be laundered through Ukraine into politicians' kids' bank accounts. Although you've got to feel for the Bernie bros. Not like this, Bernie bros. Not like this. He can still win though, I'm sure of it. But today, let's just talk about some dumb stuff going on the internet. Now, I just want to clarify, this channel loves to shit on women. There are many such cases. In fact, it's a large part of this channel's whole identity. The fat woke white woman is such a crazed species, it's hard not to make fun of them. But I also like to give praise to when women excel and do well. It's only fair. However, one field of the internet I have very, very little time for is the Jack Murphy sphere, the Giga Chad grift, where if you give someone money, they'll pretend to be a nerd's internet dad and give you advice like wash your penis, clean your room, start taking so many benzos you end up in a coma in Russia. You know, simple life lessons you already knew and didn't have to give people any money to find out. It's a scam, and almost all of the people who do this grift don't practice what they preach and are way more degenerate than you ever could be. Which brings me on to today's topic of fun. This guy's called Alpha Masculinity on Twitter, and his Gumroad bio says this: I want all my fellow men, my brethren, to live dignified lives and to get the sex and respect they deserve. I created this book to help all men better understand masculinity and help them start to change their lives forever. This is only the beginning. Your journey to ultimate manhood starts now, but will continue until your last breath. Read this book, reignite the fire in your heart, and start bearing masculine frame. Okay, so this is extremely generic grifting. Your standard, you are a beta male until you read my book. Then it will be impossible to stop slamming all that puss, bros. Well, until I release another book, then you'll have to buy that as well, or else you'll slip back into being a bitch. But today, this fellow went very viral with one of the all-time classic posts on Twitter, starting off with this one: why women shouldn't ride horses, bikes, or bicycles. Thread. Well, you've pulled me in, I'll give you that. Oh boy, I can't wait for this. I will post links with evidence at the end. I write this as another red pill of female nature that husbands and fathers must swallow for the betterment of their marriages and society. I care for my fellow brethren. It is the very reason this account exists. Oh, I'm excited. This sounds ultra stupid. First, what you need to realize and understand that women are, I can't say that word on YouTube, they'll demonetize me, machines. Pure objects. Anything about a woman is their bodies are full of sensitive erogenous zones all over. Almost every inch of them is potentially stimulating. Alright then, buddy, we're veering into dangerous lunatic territory here. I think I know what's coming next. This is by design. God created women for men. Their bodies are to be enjoyed by their husbands, every part having been created for his enjoyment. Her body at every inch means a man can be aroused by and enjoy any or all parts of his wife's body. Well, Chad Thundercock goes on for quite a while in this vein. Typical Manosphere nonsense. They're your property, bro. Just take it. It's a very specific grift designed to suck in men who strike out with women and to give them false hope that it wasn't them who's just bad at picking up chicks and has no game, but that society around them is to blame for destroying what is rightfully theirs. It is a simple grift, but it does work. There's a lot of disaffected young men out there. But then we get on to the funniest part of this, where he says, this is a major part of why I believe women should not ride horses, bicycles, or motorbikes. It is weird and disgusting because women are aroused and stimulated by these activities. Most of them have multiple orgasms in these sessions. The other ones are just too ashamed to admit it, but never too ashamed to stop it. The number one reason is that stimulation. I have to censor myself because I won't be able to get it monetized on YouTube, by the way. Women's are directly in contact and stimulated by the bike, bicycle seat, horse's back saddle. The bike being a mega vibrator, the road and general movements when riding the bicycle, and the obvious rhythmic movements and aggressive touch of area during horse riding. Everywhere on SM, I don't know what he means by SM, where you come across horses, they will always portray their relationships with their horses as romantic. This is to be expected since the horse act stimulates them, and they also care for these horses, getting completely obsessed in the process. No, they portray themselves as standing with a pet looking hot because they're an Instagram thought wanting to farm likes from simps. They also do the exact same things with cats. I doubt you think they want to sleep with them. If you've gone with the angle of this thoughter must be stopped, you might have a point. I mean, I wouldn't agree with you because why would I have Instagram installed on my phone? That's its only use. But to say that women are just riding bicycles to have orgasms is a wild take. I'm pretty sure they're just doing it because it's quicker to get to work than walking. He goes on with this. The horse is also a very large, strong, muscled, powerful, and yes, packing. Oh, buddy, you're thinking about this too much. It acts as a sort of masculine figure women fall in love with and are attracted to. The horse almost always also becomes a platform for validation. I think this guy is into bestiality, to be fair. This is a fantasy he's having. It's a pet. It's just a huge pet. Women absolutely love pets and doting on things. It's kind of in their nature, what with them being able to have babies and whatnot. Oh, sorry. I forgot the men. Of course, the men can have babies as well. And then we get into the real weird bits where he gets seemingly very angry about all this. These women using a horse and they're revealing tight harlot clothes for all sorts of posing and suggestion. Harlot clothes, eh? Again, these are just Instagram thoughts. They'll drape themselves over anything to hoe it up. Are you telling me they want to make out with a pool table? He goes on, the horse basically turns into a tool for jerking off, fantasy, and a stripper pole. These women are doing nothing else other than engaging in bestiality. Why would a real, sane, God-fearing man ever allow his wife or daughter to partake in such things? It's just a pet, bro. But then again, he is an alpha male, and nothing says masculinity than being jealous of bicycles and horses. So yeah, that was kind of weird. Bit of a different video, but I thought it was funny. There's lunatics on all sides. If anyone was watching this and saw that post and thought he had a good point, no, he doesn't. Don't give him any money. He just hasn't talked to many women in his life, that's all, and he's angry about it. But that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to see more content like this. Thanks, boy.